Hey, fourth graders, this is Miss Eccles. I am going to just give y'all a quick mini lesson for our word work this week. We are going to be learning about negative prefixes. So if we remember, prefixes go before our root word. So this paper right here, this is like an anchor chart. This is going to be available for you guys to print out. It's going to be a PDF, and then you will have 2 e-pocket charts to sort this week. So it's going to be in Benchmark. Hopefully you've had enough time to practice logging in and get familiar with the website a little bit. But just refer to this video anytime this week if you guys need help with your sort with negative prefixes. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. So the different negative prefixes that we're going to work on this week are going to be d, un, in, im, and dis. So for the most part, these are going to mean not or the opposite of the root word that it's attached to. So sometimes the prefix d can mean remove. So we are just going to focus on these for right now. So here are a few examples. So for the prefix d, our example word would be to defrost. Okay, so that means to remove frost. So if we defrost our car, that means that there's frost on our car windshield. If you've ever been outside when it's really cold in the mornings and you see frost on your windshield, that means if you're going to defrost it, you are going to remove the frost. Okay, so you're going to take it away. So in this case, D means to remove it. You're going to remove the frost. For the prefix un, we have unlock as our example word. So if you lock something, that means that you are containing it, so you can't get to it unless you have a key. If you unlock it, that's the opposite of locked. So you'll probably use a key or a password or something like that to unlock it. That means it's the opposite of lock, so it's unlocked. For the prefix in, our example word is incorrect. So if you if you have the question 2 plus 2 and you say that the answer is 5, that would be incorrect or not correct, because we know that 2 plus 2 is 4, not 5. For the prefix im, we have our example word as being impatient. So our root word is patient. That means that you can wait a long time without getting antsy or anxious. It means that you are good at waiting your turn, good at waiting for things to happen. If you're in the car, then you're good at waiting to get there wherever you're going without asking your mom, when are we going to be there? How many more minutes until we're there? So that impatient means you are not patient. Okay, it's just like up here, it means not, or it's the opposite of. The opposite of patient is impatient. You're not patient. So for the prefix dis, our example word is disappear. It's the opposite of appearing, which is showing up. So the opposite would be to disappear. So like a magic trick, if you are going to make something disappear, you're making it go away. It's the opposite of appearing. Okay, so I am going to write down a few words for us, just some examples for us to practice on. Okay, so the first word that we're going to work on is deactivate. Deactivate. So in this word, D right here is our negative prefix, and we have activate is our root word that we're working with. So whenever you activate something, that means that you're starting to make it work. So deactivate would mean that it would be the opposite of that. That means that it would be to turn it off or to stop it. Okay, so deactivate. So activate means that we are starting something. Okay, to start something. And if we are deactivating something, okay, it means the opposite of that. So it means to turn, means we're going to turn it off. So the next word we're going to work on is unequal. So we have our negative prefix is un, and our root word is equal. So the word equal by itself, our root word, it means that it can be the same. So it's either the same amount of something, the same size. It could mean the same ability to do something. So if we add our negative prefix un to make it unequal, that means it's not equal, or it's the opposite of equal. Okay, so it's not the same, or it's the opposite of being the same. Okay, so our next example word that we're going to use is incorrect. Incorrect. So we have our negative prefix is in, and our root word is correct. So if we have just our word correct, I think we know what correct is. That means that you are right, or that something is factual. So in nonfiction, you have factual things. That means that those are facts, that they are correct, they are right information, factual information. If we add our prefix into it, that makes it incorrect. So incorrect means that it's the opposite of correct. So it's not right, or it's not factual. So it's not factual or right or correct information. Okay, so if we have the word impossible, im would be our prefix, our negative prefix. Possible would be our root word that it's attached to. So possible, our root word, means that something can be done. Can be done. So it is possible for airplanes to fly, but if it is impossible, that is the opposite. That means it cannot be done. So we could say it is impossible for an elephant to fly. That's not possible. It cannot be done for it to fly by itself. Okay, the last one that we're going to talk about today is disagree. Disagree. So we have our negative prefix is dis, and our root word is agree. So if we agree on something, that means that we have the same opinion. Same opinion. So if we all agree that cherry pie is the best dessert ever, then we all have the same opinion. But if we disagree, it means that it is the opposite of agree, or we do not agree. So that means maybe somebody thinks pumpkin pie is the best and somebody else thinks pecan pie is the best. So it doesn't mean that you're wrong, it just means that you have different opinions. Okay, so it's the opposite of agreeing. You have different opinions. Okay, so those are the negative prefixes that we are going to talk about this week. So remember that this anchor chart right here will be available for you guys to print out, and you'll have 2 e-pocket charts to sort this week. And just remember to look at this video anytime you need help. Bye guys.